Howdy, folks. This is a drone's eye view of the parts that I'm going to make into a Tweed Champ clone. It's not exactly a scratch build, although some people would call it that. I got this beautiful chassis from CE Distribution. Todd Sims donated this really nice Schumacher output transformer. I believe it's from the 36 week of 59. I'm going to double check on that. I'm going to use a turret board. This is going to be really nice, neat build. Unlike some of my last stuff. Here's some switches. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these nice caps here. These are some nice vitamin Qs as the phase inverters, or I may go with these Fender stuff. This is going to be, this is I think a Russian military cap. Very nice paper and oil. Got nice chicken head knobs, also donated by the great Todd Sims. Got some mica caps here. I'm going with new electrolytics. I got some new shorting jacks, and I got some old stock. This is new old stock tube sockets here. Hardly, well, not exactly new old stock, but not used too much. Some nice stuff. Probably won't use these jacks. I'm going to put some RCA jacks in there, so I probably won't use that. Got some CTS 1 meg pots. Looks like they're from 1985. Yes, that was a good year. Kind of go with my turret board, and then a bunch of already hand selected and measured carbon comp resistors. So stay tuned. This is probably going to be a fairly quick build. One more view of this beautiful chassis. I couldn't resist putting the pilot light assembly in. This was pretty inexpensive, so I couldn't resist it. All right, stay tuned. Okay, folks, here's some progress. I've got the board complete, just about complete. No wires, of course, as you can see. Sorry about the light, as usual. I'm working in the most primitive but effective conditions here. So I've got the board in. I've got the nice tube sockets in. Got the RCA plugs and all the tube sockets going. And haven't finished wiring it up, but I've got all the components in place here. Nice chicken heads going on. And I made some standoffs for the board. Alrighty, onward. Well, yahoo, folks. Here's some of the preamp wires and tube wires, etc. Going nowhere. But got them all wired up. Still waiting for the power transformer. Got these all wired. Like I said, I've learned a lot from my mistakes. So much have I learned, I'm thinking about making a few more. Okay, I've got it. I've got the board bolted down there and over there. I got it wired up. Sorry, I mean, I got the wires ready to go. Got all the wires waiting to connect to their components. I'm going to have to double check on that output transformer, make sure I got that right. Just waiting on the power transformer from Triode. All right, onward. Okay, here's another shot. This is the wiring mostly completed. Nice. Ain't that a mess? As old Pine Top used to say. I'm going to skip the external speaker. Who needs it? I'm going to put something else in there, like a negative feedback adjustment or some kind of thing. Got all this wiring done up. Waiting for Triode. Send me my power transformer. They've been slow. A little bit slow. But supposed to be here in a day or so. Okay, folks. I'm ready to fire this sucker up. Here's all my heater wires in place. It's a little bit of a mess. Hey, looks just like an old fender from the factory. So, I'm going to fire this up. I haven't fired it up yet. I did test some preliminary voltages here, and I got the tubes in. I got a speaker hooked up. Got my current limiter plugged in over there. So I'm going to plug it in, see if the pilot light even goes on this thing, and hopefully nothing glows bright red. Well, look at that. The pilot light's on. How do you like that? And current limiter. We have sound coming out of the speaker. Looks like all the tubes are nicely lit up. Give the cord a test. I got this cord right here. Wow. It works. Volume works. Tone works. Looks like everything works. Okay, now I'm just going to text some voltages. Test some voltages and check the bias. I may have to adjust the bias resistor there. Or, you know, these tubes are all vintage tubes, so we'll see. Traditionally, these are pretty ratty sounding, so just have to make sure everything's running the way it's supposed to. Onward. Hello, fellow ampleholics, as Uncle Doug would say. Here's a final shot of my Tweed Deluxe clone. All completed. I tested it through a speaker and biased these nice vintage 6V6 tubes. Take a quick look. Again, old and new. Oh man, those beautiful blue molded caps. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I've got a real surprise what the cabinet is going to be for this amp. So stay tuned. I'm going to flip it over so you can get a look at the beautiful classic tone I really like these. They are really good bang for the buck, I'll tell you. Look at this output transformer I just bought. The other one that I had, the old vintage one, it's more suited for a Princeton. So that'll be maybe one of my next builds, is some kind of Princeton sort of a thing. Meanwhile, gorgeous. And thanks to Todd Sims for these beautiful chicken head knobs. All right, I'm really excited about the upcoming cabinet. So all right, here's an update on my 5E3 Deluxe. So Todd Sims was kind enough to donate a nice quarter sawn spruce board for the cabinet. So I cut a couple of 20-inch pieces and two 16 3/4 pieces, and I cut it down to 9.5 inches on the bottom and 8.5 inches on the top. And then the sides I cut from 9.5 to 8.5. So I got two of those. And then I cut this top out. And I'm starting to do the finger joints here by hand, all by hand, with this nice strange object you don't see very much. A nice freaking handsaw. So yeah, so now stay tuned. I'm cutting the finger joints now. Wow. This is a lot of work. But it's going to be nice and cool when it's done. Next time I'm doing it with a table saw. But here it is, ready to glue in everything. So here we go, gluing away. Some of the carnage of the cabinet build. I wonder if there's any woodworkers around here. Experience here. Here's the baffle, almost done. I got a nice cedar frame around it, which I made from some molding that was just kicking around. More of my baffling experience. Got the speaker all marked out, ready to go on the baffle board. Got the holes marked for the speaker. And next up, I'm going to get a compass and trace the inner hole and cut it out and put in the speaker studs. Then I will cover it with a black grill cloth. I think is going to look really sharp. I got some black grill cloth. Okay, here's the baffle board with these cool reverse thread screw studs in there. Excellent. Righty. Pack rats unite. Here's the grill cloth. I took off that Super Twin that I converted to a Vibro Verb a few months ago. I'm going to use that grill cloth on this. Okay, here's the front baffle of my clone 5E3 with some recycled Super Twin grill cloth. Got a little thread hanging there. There we go. Look at that. That's better for the picture. Nice, eh? All right. Ready to go. Happy holidays from the Joneses in Birdland. Here's a final shot of my finished, almost finished 5E3 clone. hand-built chassis, or sorry, hand-built cabinet. The finger joint and hand-built circuitry. And the plan is eventually to cover it, but right now we're moving out of California, and I've got other projects I have to do. There's the nice P10Q from 1955. Very nice. We're gonna do a sound test in a little while. I gotta chase my wife out of the house to do it. But there it is in all its glory. And thanks to the folks at D'Addario for the nice D'Addario guitar stool. And pay no attention to that. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. Greetings, fellow Ampaholics. Saying hello to you from the unincorporated area of Lake Arrowhead in the Republic. the Republic of California. So here we have sound check of my latest build. The last couple of days of 2019. Here it is. The bright channel tones about halfway up, volumes at about 3. And there'll be a free CD for anyone that can guess the make, model, and year of the guitar. That's me playing. Now I'm going to let Sugar do a little something. We're going to crank the bright up. Here's the tone. Sorry, here's the tone up all the way, and the bright channel is about halfway up. Okay, one thing that's interesting to notice about these things is the volumes are interactive. Here's the same thing with the normal channel turned all the way up, and the bright channel plugged into the bright channel. So listen to this. It's less. I'm sure Uncle Doug could explain why. I'm going to have to look at the schematic and see if I can figure it out, but they are tied together. All right, Sugar, this is the normal channel pegged. Everything pegged. Tone, normal, everything. The bright channel turned down. Here's the normal channel, everything pegged. Go ahead, Sugar. right, thanks for watching. Hope this helps.